Now they're just being silly. Like a bunch of teenagers. Right around and showing their butt off. Back to mid-10, everybody. So what we're doing today, we're gonna get some hay cut. I think Alex sprayed corn ground yesterday and I cut hay, so I want to swap it up today and let you ride along with me. Gotta start off by filling up to 29.55 this morning. Yeah, it's got a hand pump. That's just a small tank. We don't run that one all the time. Just during hay season, we put it in the back of my truck. So we got an extra fuel tank running around. So when me and Alex get separated like we are today, I can fill the tractor up. Get the oil checked in her. Shocks are good. So this mower we're running is a Heston 1007. Pretty good disc mower. We've had it now for, I don't know, 3 years, bought it used. Looked at it last night before I parked it. Just take a quick glance at it one more time. Looks pretty good. What I was saying before was Alex ended up spraying corn all day yesterday. I got a 29.55 here. I went and started cutting hay over here on one of the places we rent. Actually, this farm here we rent is the Century farm me and Alex talk about sometimes. This farm has been in actually our family since 1906 on my mother's side. My mother's great-grandfather bought this place in 1906. So it's not under the Lampley name, it's under my mama's maiden name. Actually not my mama's maiden name, it's her mother's maiden name, my grandmother's maiden name. But anyway, it's been in the family, so some former of our family in the farmer's place since 1906, so it's pretty special for us to still be farming it. So we really enjoy this farm here, got to take a little extra care of it because, again, our grandfather started this place over 100 years ago now. Or our great-grandfather did anyway. And our great-uncle farmed it growing up, which was a good guy. I really enjoyed it with him, learned a lot from him. He had a grade A dairy here for years till he retired. And now his family owns it and we rented from them. But we started cutting hay over here yesterday. Well, actually spraying corn over here yesterday. You guys have already seen the hay cutting videos we had where we started cutting hay. Let me back up something. I'm trying to cut this ditch out here a little bit. This more hangs over enough high. There's a little ditch here alongside the driveway. I like to mow that when I come cut it when I come through here since I got this far. Helps keep the place looking a little cleaner. Reach over and cut that real quick. I cut it yesterday and I'm not happy with the way I cut it. It'll take a second to come back and trim it just a little more. Make it look a little bit neater. Keep the trees from growing up in it. There we go. That'll work. What I was saying, if you guys have seen the hay baling videos already, you probably wonder why we didn't have no hay cutting videos. Well, either the GoPro camera ate them, which it may have, or I deleted them by accident doing editing the videos. I got to edit the hay baling videos. Alex watched them, reviewed them before I put them out on YouTube. They asked where the hay cutting videos were. Couldn't find them, which is aggravating because we had some pretty good footage. We had some pretty steep hills we was cutting hay on, which had some good shots I know we got. And we actually spent all Sunday before that going through this disc mower, putting new blades on it, recreating everything into a complete once-over on it because it had, we hadn't done that in 12 months. So we went completely through it, put new blades on it, got everything timed in. And me and him were cutting up that Sunday working on it afternoon at the church. And I told him, I said, you know, you realize you're going to knock this thing out of time within 30 minutes. He said, nah, it'll be fine, I'll bet you. Well, That Monday he called me while I was working. I said, well, he was wrong. It took me 20 minutes to knock it out of time. We had that on video too. He hit a rock out in the field, took it out of time within 20 minutes. So I had to put 4 new blades on it. That's what happens when we go through stuff. Then we cut hay on another farm there for a guy, about 30 foot out of fence row. It hit a stump, trying to come back to clean the field up some. And it was way out of fence row. It hit a stump that's about 3 inches off the ground that I know I hit 5 years ago, 4 years ago with a hay cutter and messed up a bunch of teeth in it. I had to put a new gear in one product because of look when it messed up that bad, but hit that same stump. I think it's hidden right underground, you just can't see it. And Alex hadn't cut that field since I cut it. He didn't realize how close that stump was. I had that on video too. That's the way it goes though. You never have all the stuff you want on video. So now we're kind of running a little short on videos. Usually we got about a week's worth of videos sitting around waiting to go out. And now we're down to 24 hours with videos. So it's kind of hustle on my part to try to get everything edited and put out. Look, this field here we cut yesterday, you can see some grass standing out of here and here. I think Alex said we got 5 inches of rain this week. That's another reason why the videos. It rained every day. We didn't get 5 inches of rain. We got 8 inches of rain in about 4 days. So there's water standing out here. It's deep enough I couldn't even run a hay cutter through it yesterday. It got it bogged down, so I had to cut around it. We'll cut it this fall and knock it back down. Second time we cut it, hopefully we'll get another cut off, but we'll cut it then. I didn't want to run the field even more we had to. We got one more field in this farm here. It's the biggest hay field. It takes about 6 hours to cut. I started on here, so I got about an hour into it. Right back here, behind these trees here. And it's got a little side hill shot, which I'll get the shots up here in a minute. If you get cutting hay on, you better your seats are stuck up in your bottom. You're not careful. She gets a little steep. I quit cutting on them last night because it started getting a little dark on me. And I got tired of testing stuff here, so we'll get that cut today and hopefully get moved back to my house today and get the paint cut. Just a better shot of field before we get started. Goes back there to access Alex's cornfield right back there, you see. Plus we're running around through here, around this tree line, up over his hill, back around behind me. It's a pretty good field. I'm not sure what acreage on it. Don't really know, but actually hay here looks pretty good compared to everything else. It looks like it's may make a little hay. Okay, here's the steep part I'm talking about. I don't think the camera does it justice. The real problem is it's got a little creek that runs along the bottom of it. So you can't cut it up and down the hill. You gotta run sideways with it. Up and down the hill ain't that bad a hill. It's just, you can't go up and down the hill. You gotta go sideways along it. She gets a little scared when she's slicking for it. So I'm gonna stay off that steep bank. Man, I got one more pass I gotta cut against the edge of there, clean it up. Keep the brush from coming back up this way, keep that all the wood, so all the trees scrub, come back up this way into the field. I need to get some sun, get that, dry that off a little more before I get on that. Take my time through there. Got a little water standing up here too, but it ain't that deep. We'll run through her and get the hay knocked down and we'll break around it. You see, she rubbed up a little bit right there. Water standing. Got a little water standing in here. Like I said, it ain't that deep. We'll run through her. It ain't bogging the mower down. And we'll just rake around it. That way it's cut anyway. And it'll be okay. That's a bit of a wet spot. I expect it to be wet and hold a little water. Usually it's every spring. But the main thing is keep it from growing up. So we'll cut it. It's a little swamp grass. It'll be okay. We'll rake around it. It'll be good next time we come back and cut it. had sleepies. Let's find out how to go about it. That's good burn there. Good stuff. Let's get back to lunch. Tom grilled a little bit, so I took a break, went and ate lunch with the folks. I'm about halfway down this hillside, so I'm gonna run back over and see if I can get it knocked out. Sure, without any trouble, get it knocked out here before long. The hay in this field here I cut yesterday dried out real good. We'll get it shot a bit, so it's starting to look good. Plans right now, we plan on cutting baling hay Tuesday. Today's Sunday, tomorrow's Monday, Memorial Day. I think my uncle was going to do some of this tractor yesterday. We want that field to sit just one more day, since it was so much water standing in spots. We're gonna let it sit one more day, dry out a little more. One direct ground on spots anyway, because there's so much water standing in it. We won't give it one more day, so we'll plan on being back in the field with the baler on Tuesday. Probably won't get it all baled on one day. It usually takes us about a day and a half to get all the hay baled. I think it's about 3 days to get everything cut over here. And when I say over here, I'm talking about my place too, and Alex's place down the road here, because we're not far from North down the road maybe. We'll finish up here and head back that place. Our place will start cutting over there. Should be done with it tomorrow. Tomorrow any major breakdowns. But it's farming, so we may have a major breakdown. You never can tell. Hope not. And Alex is finishing up spraying. He ain't got much left. I think he may be done today with corn burn down. Then we can start. We may work on the grain table tomorrow. Start putting the nose cones back on it. We got nose cone in now. Got 2 of them in. Because the wheat is drying down quick. That's getting brown around my house. It's gonna be hopefully we'll be in the field here with it in 2 weeks. I believe we'll start out well. I'm gonna start out when I come back here and knock this ditch out and go and clean it up some while the ground's good and dry. I don't want to forget about it. That's why I want that good cleaned up. Again, I ain't gonna bale it. It's just this hay, this mower is, I think it's 10 foot long, I think, so I can reach way out in there and knock all that grass down and keep it clean looking. That way the brush and stuff don't grow back up, start growing back up into the field. And this looks better now. That helps keep it clean. I wouldn't recommend doing that with a disc mower if you don't know what's in there, because you could destroy that disc mower pretty quick. We've been farming this place a while. We do that twice a year when we cut hay off of it. We go back to a disc mower, so we've been doing it for a while. I know what's in there. Unless something washed up from that little creek right there, but nothing has. So I'm not worried about really hitting anything in there. I know people destroy disc mowers easily doing something like that right there. You reach over and something, try to clean it up, make it look better. Then you hit a fence post or stump or something and destroy it. So don't do that if you don't know what's in there. Like I said, I've been in there a while. Thanks for that rain we got. If we did that rain, the beans have come out of the ground. They're looking good. Well, beans hadn't come up, they're looking good. The corn has really come on the last 2 days. It started moving again. We got it lined up to come outside the rest of our corn here in next week, hopefully. Beside the rest of that corn, it'll be off the races then. Then we need a good Lord bless the rain each week, and we may make it the corn crop yet. Done probably. It's 3 o'clock. So we jump back on the road here. Head down to my place. I know we got one field knocked out. I'm thinking that right here by the road. This thicker stuff want to get knocked out today. Then maybe a smaller field. Maybe we get 2 knocked out today. I like to get 2 knocked out. Yeah, I can definitely finish the rest of it tomorrow and be done with it. So that's kind of the plan. Yeah, sounds good. We'll do that. Just a look at ditch. Cleaned up real nice. Looks like I get some Amish leaving church I get past here, man. We'll see how that goes. I think they put the horse in high gear. They ain't gonna let them pass it now. Had to back off the throttle a little bit. I'm gonna run over them. I ain't got no speed to go around. I'm afraid I'm running that horse in the ditch with those kids, and I don't want to do that thing. They ain't pull over and let me around though. Yep. This hay looks a lot better, a lot thicker. Just finished up this field right over here. I'm about to start on this field here, and looks like I missed a little spot right there. Alright, I guess this is because I'm such a bad farmer. I'll go back and get it later. But this is our calf lot where we put weaning calves at, and we only got 3 calves in it over here, standing inside the lot. Didn't realize I drove in here yet. I'm sure they'll come up here and chase me around once I get going. It's 5 o'clock, so I'm gonna start this field here. I hope to get it done. This is a pretty smooth field. I can let her eat going through here. Get this knocked out, and save the rest up for tomorrow. Well, they figured out I'm cutting hay. They're walking down the path at me. We'll see how this goes. Now they're being silly. Like a bunch of teenagers. Running around and showing their butt off. Yeah, this field knocked out. So I think I'm gonna call it for today. It's 6:30. I really don't want to go start another field right now. I could, but I won't be done until dark. What I need to finish up, I can finish up tomorrow. Before it gets too late tomorrow, so we can have everything else done. I think it's a good place to stop for tonight. So we can go back to the house, eat some supper, and go from there. So remember, thumbs up the video, helps us out. Drop a comment at the bottom. Hit that notification bell so you know when a video comes out. As always, good Lord willing, catch you on the flip side. Till next.